How you doing, guys? We're back out again and it's Friday the 20th of June 2025 and today is the longest day, I think. So we're going to the 20th, going into the 21st. We're in the Cairngorms National Park. So I'm out with Robin, walk with Wallace. He's just making his way down to Bob Scott's bothy. We're up here to do a few munros. We're just going to play it by ear and see where it takes us. We're also going to camp. I've got a new tent to test out, so stay tuned and you'll see that. That's us at the bothy now. I think somebody's in there sleeping, so we'll no bother getting in. I've been in it before anyway. I'm sure you have seen it as well. There's Robin, Mr. Wallace. This is today's partner. Partner in crime. How's things, Wallace?
Aye, no bad, mate, no bad.
Alright mate.
Just go get some scran.
Somebody camping over there as well. So that was a 5k walk into here for the Linnadee car park. A lot of people cycle it, but we decided just to walk it. So we just left Bob Scott's there, stopped there for maybe 15 minutes, something to eat and a drink. That's us now approaching Derry Lodge. It's an old shooting lodge for the early last century. It's been shut for years now. So if you're coming in with a bike, that's a good place to leave them. Just behind that building, the old lodge. So that's the lodge there. And the first munro I think we're going to do is Beinn Braec. It's either that or Beinn a Hourn, I can't mind what way they're round. But the last time I walked up here was in the winter with Eddie, Scott's wild camper. That was about 4 years ago. That was a cracking trip. So I'll put a link up for that one up there if you've not already seen that. That was really cold right enough. We camped up at Loch Etchigan. Ah, look at that, is that just not stunning? I see the Munro done with Eddie that time, that's Beinn Braec. And just behind the tree there, that's Derry Cairngorm, the point up at the top there. We've done them that trip as well. But what a day, it's absolutely roasting like I said earlier on. It's about 25 degrees. Roasty toasty. That's us approach the cairn for the cut-off now. So we're going to start heading up this little track onto the hillside. That's us just come out of the pine forest now. So we're on the open hillside. So Beinn Braec is the first one. And I think it's 931 metres. So we're at just about 600 metres just now. So we got 300 odd metres of ascent. We're getting there, folks. I think that's less than 200 metres to go now. I think it's only about a kilometre away the summit of the first Munro. Been on the go for what's that, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and we've done just under 10 kilometres. That's good going, I would say. I did pause the watch when we stopped at Bob Scott's bothy right enough, so that's moving time. There's the summit there in front, Beinn Braec. That's 2 hours and 45 minutes basically. 10.3 kilometres for the Linnadee. Boom. Boom. Well done, mate. So that's the first Munro in, Beinn Braec, 931 metres. Like I said, that took 2 hours and 45 minutes from the Linner D. That's good going, I would say. But it's quite breezy, but not too windy. It's looking fine actually for a summit camp tonight, I would say. Keep the midges away. So that's us leaving the summit. We're going to head over to Munro number 2. We may go to a potential camp spot first, pitch the tents, and then head up the Munro after that. We'll see what it's like when we get there. And here we've got a guy pedalling up to the summit. You're doing it, mate. Well done.
Hopefully I'll get to the top.
Aye, you're doing well, buddy.
Cheers.
The helicopter. I've just jumped to this bog here, so it's Robin's turn now. Here we go. Drum roll, please. Boom.
Oh my God,
No problem. Over safely. Well done, mate.
Right, glasses intact. Let's go.
That's quite vast, this. There's the path there. That's looking back at the first Munro. That's just there. So that's about 2.5 kilometres away now. There's a second Munro. So we're just surfing out some pitches just now. Robin's up a bit higher. That's the wee top over there. But there's 3 lockings up here. You'll see them in the map on the Bhreac. So we're going to look for a potential camp spot round about here. X-Smart's the spot. That's where we're camping here. Just next to this little locking. So I've got a good water source. No need to worry about that. The Munro's just up there. So we're just going to do that in the morning. So we're a wee bit burnt out crossing that moorland there. That's me all pitched up, guys. Here's the new shelter. This is a Durston X-Mid 1. This is a Sil Poly 1. And it's got the mesh in it. But it was the weight I went for. It's 720 grams. I put it on the scales yesterday in the house. So that's ultra light. I did think about buying the Cuban fibre one, but I didn't see the point. Especially when you get a tent this weight, you're not going to get much lighter than that. Team Durston tonight, so Robin's out in his X-Dome 1. X-Dome 1
Plus.
X-Dome 1 Plus.
If you want to be picky.
Yeah, nice big tent, plenty of room in there. I like that, Robin, eh?
I do like it, aye.
Yeah.
Got
Perfect.
Bond it off you quickly.
Aye.
You just know when something clicks.
Aye, that's it, mate, aye, definitely. That looks a business, mud. But we're pitched here, this little locking, like I said earlier, and we'll do the Munro tomorrow morning. So that's us all settled now. I don't know if I'll cook it, and I can't be bothered, to be honest. I actually had a bridie there in my bag, so I've just ate that. But what a camp spot this is. Really pleased with this one. The wind's dropping as well, so there's not much wind, just a little breeze, just enough to keep the midge away, which is perfect. That's the sun beginning to set now. That big lump just there is Cairngorms. There's a wee lock-in, that's a campsite down there. Buying up more, there Robin. We just come up for a wee bit of height just to see a bit of sunset. Alright folks, that's 10 o'clock, so I'm just going to call it a night. Just going to retire to the tent. Alright, I'll catch you in the morning. Cheers. Good morning folks. That was a good sleep last night. That's what, 6:45 now. So basically only woke up once. So that's unusual for a night in a tent. But it was a nice calm still night. No problems there. But in the tent I've got quite a bit of moisture. You can see it on the mesh inner. That's just the atmosphere, I think, yeah. The fly sheet's quite wet. So I'll need to get that dried down before I pack it away. But outside, it's looking great again. Just a nice little breeze there. You can see it in the wee lock-in. Nice little ripple. Nice blue skies. Yeah, there's been a bit of morning dew. You can see it all over the outside of the tent. So that's been a problem last night. Just been a bit of moisture in the air. The grass is wet as well. So quite a bit of condensation, like I said. That's the boil on the go. Got the water on. And I don't know if you remember these. I bought these maybe 2 years ago when I was on the fishing field round. So this is the last one. I've carried it around for umpteen trips and I've never used it, so I'm going to eat it today.
10 quid porridge.
10 quid porridge. You have a boil folks. Right guys, that's us all ready to go, all packed up and ready to hit this Munro. And as always, leave no trace. That's where the tent was there. Robin's the same, Robin's ready to march on. Leave no trace, mate.
Leave no trace, motherfuckers!
So, onwards and upwards to this Munro. See you up at the top. That's us nearly at the summit guys. Maybe 2 minutes we'll be there. You see the wee cairn there? There's Robin. This one's a good bit higher than yesterday's. I think it's 10.82 or 10.83 this one. The one yesterday, Beinn Braec, was 9.31. Our campsite was higher. We were camped at roughly 950 metres. So you check it out on the map. You'll see it on the Bhreac. Good wee spot for camping. At the furthest away, walking. Boom. That's Munro number 2 of the trip. Been a hourn. 10.82, 10.83. I'll need to check the map again. It's a wee bit breezy. I don't know if I'll get a drone up. Maybe try it, I don't know. But there's Beinn Braec over there, you can see the tors on the top. You've got Cairngorms. In the middle there you've got Beinn Braec. So I'll just give a wee 360. You get Beinn Aglow over there, it's a wee bit hazy today. Beinn Aglow again. There the Munro for yesterday, Beinn Braec. A lot lower than this one. Alright guys, that's us just dropped off the summit of that second Munro there, Beinn. But we've dropped off the north shoulder and we're going to drop down into the Fords of Anne just to extend the walk. We're not going to do any more hills today, and we'll walk around there and visit a wee bothy, and then we'll head back out through Glenderry. But it was a bit windy up that summit, but I still managed to get a drone up, so I hope the footage is good. We'll give you a wee look around. There's a better view of that wee Corbett, Craigvort. And you've got Beinn Moor. That was one of I think that was my first ever Munro in the Cairngorms 10 years ago. We're in right remote country now guys. That's the Fords of Anne down here. So we'll go down and have a nosy, and then you can see the track down there. We'll probably head to the left and up in between Beinn and Beinn Braec, back over the Bhreac into Glenderry. I'm just coming down this boulder field just now, and I just took a tumble, nearly broke my bloody leg, banged my elbow. So you just got to watch it. So that's us 20 kilometres in from yesterday morning. So I think that's 5 since we left camp. So I'm just on my way to the Fords of Anne refuge hut, which is for emergency use only. I've never been over here, this is my first time taking a wander over here. So good to do something different. So I've bagged them in rows. So now it's just a long hike through the Cairngorms. Here we go guys, here's the Fords of Anne refuge hut, just for emergency use only. We'll take a wee look in there. Ooh. That's quite dark, eh? Oh, can't get in with my backpack. Bit of information on the wall there, right enough. So we're just having a wee break at this wee refuge hut and just going to have something to eat. Never tried these before, don't know if anybody's tried them. Wee sandwich spreads, John West. This one's tuna and sweet corn. I'll give it a shot and I'll let you know how it is. The verdict, very good. I get them again. That's a new camping food, new hiking sandwich food. John West tuna and sweet corn. That's us all fed and watered, so it's time for a long hike out through Glenderry, right through to Linnadee. I'm unsure of the distance right enough, but it must be at least 15 kilometres. Bhreac maybe 3.5 hours. That's what it is. This is Bhreac and Beinn. So you just see where we come from. That's about 4 kilometres away now for the Fords of Avon refuge hut. It's just a wind tunnel here. The wind's funneling right through. That's us dropping into Glenderry now. The beautiful Glenderry. There you go, folks. We're looking to the west now, and just there is the Hutchinson's Memorial Bothy. Then you've got the hill path that takes you up to Loch Etchican. You probably, I don't know if you've seen the video from a few years ago, myself, Eddie and Mark, we stayed in the Bothy, then me and Eddie the next day went up camped on Loch Etchican. Alright guys, that's us leaving Glenderry and just approaching Glenlouis, so I think this is a good time just to wrap up the video. So I hope you enjoyed that one, because I certainly did. So I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.